Vibes Radio, uplifting Caribbean culture worldwide. Cultural Vibes Radio.
Them a go tell you festival fast. Can't get Culture Vibes Radio station from out of the race. Them never know, but them know now. Them know too late. Cultural vibes gone through the gate.
So the people that you wanna sell on a powder. When it comes to Cultural Vibes Radio, Shabba say big it up.
It's Cultural Vibes Radio. Cultural Vibes Radio is brought to you by CV Media.
You're more empowered, be ashamed to know the type of life you're living in the city. You live away from country. Come a town in a bad company with your crazy love. Oh gosh, I can't take your lazy love. No, 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 no.
Hello. It's Cultural Vibes Radio. Who does we have on the line? Is this the great Pat Anthony?
Yeah, this is Pat Anthony live and direct.
Pat Anthony, what's up, my friend? What's going on? DJ Terry here, Cultural Vibes Radio, man.
Yeah, man. Great, blessed love, man. And I listen to Vibes Radio, you know?
Yeah, you know.
Man.
Yeah, man, the great Pat Anthony. I'm here with my brethren, Santa Blue. Of course, we call him the bad boy of radio up here in Atlanta. Santa, say hello to the big veteran himself, Pat Anthony, man.
Massive respect reaching out to your great king. Trust me, you are one of the legends that I adore, most definitely.
Yes, I. This time.
Mm-hmm. No, Pat, I don't know if you remember this. I first met you many years ago in New York when I was just a little disc jockey trying to make it happen. And I met you at Ed Robinson's studio when you were actually, the big man around there running things in Brooklyn.
Everything I run to,
Yeah, man. I mean, you are the big artist, you know. No, we got so much things to talk about, but I know we don't have a lot of time, but we're going to jump into it. And tell us about now how you first got started into music, because I know your brothers were actually, part of a group back in the days.
Yes, no doubt.
Right.
Yes, I got into music when I went to Waterhouse, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I moved to Waterhouse in the early 80s, and I always stand in the corner and sing. So, you know, them always said, boy, I can't sing nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And so they had a sound in a next door lane to where I was, and you know there was a sound system called Master Blast, and I would go around there, and they took me around there, and we went and hold the mic and thing, and the place went crazy, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it, you know, and so I met two youth, and them said, well, them know the studio named Channel 1
mm-hmm.
in those times, and they do auditions, so I went there and do an audition, and I was accepted, you know what I mean? I went there like Friday evening,
mm-hmm.
and the Saturday morning I was in the studio laying tracks, you know. So, you know, by Jojo Hookim at the time, he was the boss, you know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that's how I really got into music, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So you, because I was reading your bio, and, Rags and Riches was your brother's group, right?
Yes, Rags and Riches was my brother's group. In 1976, they did a song named Biggie Boot and Belford Pants with Freddie McKay, the late Freddie McKay.
Right.
As the lead singer, you know, but my brothers wrote that song because my brothers played all instruments.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they migrated to America, and they don't do that anymore as much, you know, they like Peter, but they play all instruments, but they never knew I had it into me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I always watched them when I was early, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So when I did my first recording and they heard it, it was like, whoa, they never knew I had it like that, you know what I mean? So they were influencing me, and Dennis Brown, Sugar Man, those kind of people were influencing me because going to Norman Man school at that time,
mm-hmm.
as a youth, I used to see Sugar Man all the time come through the park with his guitar and stuff like that, you know, I always admired him, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So when I went into music, you know, because I knew him from school days, I went around him and learned the harmonies and all these things, know the intricacies of the music, so.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I really got involved and, you know, been in it over 30 odd years, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been great, you know what I mean? All I achieved and lived for is music, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Now, for every sound man, anybody who have a sound system, I mean, you cannot have a sound, say you have a sound system unless you have a Pat Anthony dub. It's just, that's how serious it is.
No doubt. So let me say, me and Johnny Osborne, the king of the dance hall, it comes to dub shit and killing soul.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
You cannot say you have a sound system, Sata, unless you have a Pat Anthony dub or Johnny Osborne. This is how serious it is, man. So.
Hey,
For real, man, you know?
Hey.
And I was in cut out, when I just started, I didn't cut out to the dub. dub thing, you know.
Uh-huh.
But, you know, as you go into music and then, you know, we used to follow sound systems, Black Star and King Jammys and all of the big sound systems, we used to follow them because people used to hire us at that time to come and perform. You know what I mean? Because I was a freelance. A lot of people like me, but a lot of people think I used to stick by Jammys. No, but the song I really used to stick by is Black Star.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because I always book to perform another sound system and things. Back in those times, the sound system was one of the grassroots of breaking out. You know what I mean? To get established as an artist. You know, you have to come and perform live. You know, just like how now artists, you know, do a lot of shows and stuff. It's the same thing. And like at that time, it was more sound systems. You know what I mean?
Right.
Hey, Pat Anthony, I noticed that well, you answered my question because I was about to ask you what really draw you to dancehall, because I know for a fact that you could have gone the Lovers Rock way, more laid back, and who knows?
Yes, man. Yeah, man. Dancehall thing is a thing where you go around it. Because I was from 13 and 11, and soul systems was all around me, you know what I mean? It was all around you, tape tune, you name them, you know. You could get another sound at the time, sometimes, at one time. And I used to run a sound named Torpedo at one time. So, you know, the sound system was a very, very important instrument in the progression of the music. You know what I mean? So now I see them come up and say, try to separate the music and say dancehall. Dancehall is a place where the music is played. And it's not just like jiggy music playing the dancehall. Everything playing there, calypso, and you can R&B, hip-hop, all of these things. So when I see them come now and say, separate the music and say dancehall over there, to some new guys come and say dancehall. That's not it. Dancehall is the place where the music is being played. You know what I mean? Because although the people, most of them, they jiggy thing and things, them still have to reflect back on the original music, because, you know, right now the music is taking a turn, especially in Jamaica, it's taking back a turn to the real thing. Because the digital is not working, it stops at the airport, it don't take a plane come to America, you know. You know what I mean? It stops at the airport. I am not putting down anyone. I love all them and we welcome all the real artists. We're not talking about a makeup guy. The real artists, they know themselves, the chorus right and all these people. Roman Virgo, you know what I mean? Man, all these youth that come, it's very good talent.
Right.
They are gifted. But the makeup guys now, they infiltrate the thing and start the payola, and your rubbish appear like a rubbish. There's no uplifting music that is being pressured in Jamaica, you know.
Right.
It's the kaba music, you know what I mean? And you need to just lift back the music and let the music take what it rightfully plays. Because when you get to Europe, you see white folks and Spanish folks and all these people playing the real thing.
No.
You know what I mean? And you wonder, how come we going to do them go reverse when they're supposed to go forward, you know what I mean?
Now, whose fault you think that is? Is that the producers, or is it? Do you think technology will play a role in it? Because I mean, when you were coming up there, you had to go to the studio and have a producer to produce you and stuff like that. Nowadays, you have so much technology. You have the Pro Tools, you have this tools and that tools, where you can just go ahead and just put out any type of. You don't need to actually get a professional engineer to do it nowadays. A lot of artists just go and record their own music and then they say that's it, it's done. But back then, when you were coming up, you know, it's different.
Yeah, when I was coming up, that's what made this influx of people who had no talent. You know what I mean? Because the computer, and it's easy, you just go on it on the computer, you bang bang, and you loop it, and you have a beat, you say you have a beat. But most of the people who play music now, they know the chords, know the notes, and these things, they don't know.
Right.
So you find that you have a part time here, the book, does the same thing, or all night. Book, with no feeling. You know what I mean? That's what the music is lacking, you know.
Right.
It has no spiritual feelings, no human feelings to it. You know what I mean? So you find that most of you them are create hip-hop, and hip-hop comes from reggae. So I don't understand why you go back now go play hip-hop. You know what I mean? Leave up hip-hop to rappers in America. They never change their thing, they keep doing their thing. So, you know what I mean? That's the creativity. That's what we lack. Creativity, because you're a talented artist, what the reason makes it is weak. So it changes the song really fast. You know what I mean? So, but looking regardless, you have great talent coming up. Because you have this dude named Chronic.
Chronic, right?
Chronic, the son. Yeah, Chronic, the very good artist. You know what I mean? You have Poker J. As I said before, all these people are great people moving forward with the music. You know what I mean? But the media now it tends to give us the trash. Tends to feed the people the trash and try to, you know, stop the good music. And it even make me as an artist look like I'm not singing anymore.
Right.
You know what I mean? When I put out albums recently called The Rhythm of My Heart. You know what I mean? I put out several singles. I have a new single called In My Mind, where I'm trying to promote this year and everything. And we're going to have changes because right now the Broadcast Commission has come up with fines and laws and regulations coming up in 2013, where the thing will change. The PRS system is going to be cut off. If you are found being collecting money to play songs, you will be penalized, you know what I mean?
Right.
And we, as our great musicians and real people in music, and we embrace this and we really appreciate this. It's coming forward, you know?
Hey, Pat Anthony.
There's a light at the end of the tunnel, you know, we hear Pat Anthony, I know Pat Anthony is still working. You know, I tour almost every year. You know what I mean? Last year I was in Germany, France, Italy, Spain, all these places. You know what I mean? Yeah,
Hey.
so the work I had been 30 years ago, you know, so I'm still working, you know what I mean?
Hey, Pat Anthony. Who inspire you in the music business apart from your brother? Which other artists?
Which other artists? Repeat that?
Repeat that. He was asking which artists besides, you know.
Your brother inspired you.
Yeah, which other artists like you have, like, you know, you look up to in the music industry when you were coming up, or even now?
Oh, yeah, coming up, I admired Dennis Brown, you know, because I knew Dennis Brown when I was a child, so he used to live close by.
Right.
And then now, you know, start developing into the music. I was surrounded by Frankie Paul, Don Carlos and Gold, Mighty Diamond, Sugar Minot, you know what I mean? All these people I met, Legal Smart, all these people that going to Channel 1 studio, I came across them and I admired them and influenced by them too. And, you know, improve my craft. Because me and Frankie Paul used to meet up every Saturday recording at Channel 1. You know what I mean? So, you know, it was a broad scale of people, including Bob Marley. You know, Bob Marley just can't let him out because he's a man with it. You know, deliver the right thing.
Right.
So, you know, I've been influenced on a broad scale, man, and I was, as I told you, I was surrounded by musicians and artists and stuff like that, you know, from within school days. I used to sing on the choir and all those things. You know what I mean? The junior tucker, you win all stuff at Ward Theatre, which I lead in the group and won medals and certificates and stuff. You know, as a youth going to normal high school. So, you know, that was it, you know, and then eventually I broke out and went some music and it was history, you know.
If you're just tuning in, you listen to Cultural Vibes Radio. Yours truly, DJ Terry, alongside the bad boy of Radio Sata Blue, a veteran artist on the phone, Mr. Pat Anthony. Now, Pat, I like to ask a lot of the guests to come on the Cultural Vibes Radio. Which one of the shows that you can remember or concerts that you ever had that just you can always remember that it just stand out for you from all these years you've been performing? Which one you could remember that said that was a bad show? Which one could you say?
Okay, I did a show in Switzerland, man. Yeah, I did a show in Switzerland in 2006. Yeah, that was, you know.
What made it stand out? Was it the crowd, the reaction, or?
Yes, the crowd and the energy. You know what I mean? Because no artist can tell you say he did every show with the same energy. You know what I mean?
Right.
But the energy at that, and that was the first time performing in Europe. You know what I mean? That was the first time performing in Europe. That show was crazy, man. And I mean, the place was so packed. And Elephant was performing at this place the same night. And trust me, we had the crowd. You know, it was Father Anthony come on and I tell them, man, crazy. You know?
Now, talk a little bit about the new single. The new single you said you mentioned earlier. You have a new single coming out. What's the name of the single again?
New single is called In My Mind.
Okay, and it's
Yeah,
it's in the stores now.
Huh?
Is it in stores now? Is it out?
Yeah, yes. It's on TDD, iTunes, and those record sales store on the internet.
Brand new
And I
single.
have an album called The Rhythm of My Heart. I will send you your copy so you can plug it.
Yeah, man. I think I had an exclusive copy when that first came out. When it first, before you even released.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yes. Yeah, man. So, you know, and I must tell the people that they can check the same CD and iTunes and Amazon for The Rhythm of My Heart, my production, John Jensen production, and to be distributed by Dreamsleeve / right? Yeah, it's called The Rhythm of My Heart. A very good album. I produced it. It's a variation. It consists of slow jam, a little R&B, reggae, dancehall. It's all in the mix, right? And then King Jam is coming soon with one.
Nice.
Yeah, King Jam.
We like that, man. We like to see the good music coming back, right now. That's what we need, man. So much love, Pat. And
No doubt.
keep on doing your thing, man. And you always are home here at Cultural Vibes Radio. So, but Sata, you have anything for Pat?
Man, all I can tell you, man, thanks for your contribution to the Jamaican music fraternity, man. Job well done.
Thanks, my brother. Yeah. We'll continue to do so,
All right.
All right,
Yeah,
Pat.
man. Culture Vibes is on your radio. We're on your radio.
All right, much love, Pat. Thanks again for coming on Cultural Vibes, man.
Yeah, man. Give thanks, my brother. Enough respect.
All right, respect. Voice of Pat Anthony Sata, the bad veteran right here in Cultural Vibes Radio. Much love, Pat Anthony. Once again, thank you again for coming on the Vibes. And make sure you look out for that brand new single from Pat. I believe he says it's also on Amazon. But you can go to our website. There's a link for that new single as well. It's Cultural Vibes Radio on a Friday night.